Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight at EmoNews, every moment online. In tonight's headlines, Fisheries Division celebrates World Fisheries Day 2025. UWP calls for reinstatement of birth certificate and photo ID in confirmation process. Rosalie Bay Distillery and Oceans Forward win silver at 5th Annual Anthem Awards. OECS advances strategic partnerships on climate resilience, innovation, and sustainable growth at Global Green Growth Week 2025. And CARICOM leaders visit Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa devastation. These stories and more coming up next. Stay tuned.
We're at the different phases in life. We move at a different pace. All we need is to be supported. Cause when the baby's coming, business needs revamping. The new job's starting, and you need an outfit. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up. The wedding's planning, rent due dates coming. Momentum is your support financing. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up.
And welcome back, everyone. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is a news broadcast for the 19th of November, 2025. And today is recognized as International Men's Day. Team EmoNews would like to shout out to all the men in our viewing audience who are holding it down and doing their very best. Happy Men's Day. In local news this evening, Dominica to observe World Fisheries Day 2025. The Fisheries Division within the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy will celebrate World Fisheries Day 2025 on Friday, November 21, under the theme Small-Scale Fisheries, Building Blue Economies. Activities begin at 9:30 a.m. at the Roseau Fisheries Complex and will be broadcast live on DBS, GIS, and EmoNews. The event includes awards for the poster and biggest catch competitions on the handover of fishing materials and safety gear to fisher groups under the EU-funded Biospace project. A panel discussion on marine protected areas, small-scale fishes, and coral conservation will be moderated by Chief Fisheries Officer Mr. Derek Theophile and feature Mr. Norman Norris, Mr. Harold Gist, and Mr. Simon Walsh. Ahead of the celebration, students from Massac, Roseau, and Goodwill Primary Schools will visit Soufriere on November 19 for a marine education awareness session, including a tour of the Soufriere Scotshead Marine Reserve and Coral Rescue Center. The Fisheries Division urges the public to support the activities and help protect Dominica's marine resources. The United Workers' Party, UWP, is urging the Electoral Commission to revoke SRO 39 and reinstate SRO 27 of 2025, which allows the use of a birth certificate and photo ID for voter confirmation. The party warns that thousands of potential voters may be disenfranchised because they either lack the IDs required for SRO 39 or will struggle to obtain them. They also highlight the hardship for residents in communities like Mont Prosper, Saint-Sauveur, and Warner, which have no confirmation centers. Roseau North, the island's largest constituency, has only 2 centers, forcing many to travel long distances at additional cost. The UWP is calling for enrollment officers to rotate through constituencies during the confirmation period to better accommodate voters. The party also urges the Commission to resume registration of new voters in keeping with Article 17(1) of the Registration of Electoral Act 2025, which mandates continuous registration. According to the UWP, Failure to address these issues could harm the electoral process and prevent thousands of eligible Dominicans from voting. The party is calling on the Commission to act swiftly to protect Dominica's democratic traditions. Youth Development Division to hold certificate ceremony. The Youth Development Division will host its short course certificate ceremony on Friday, November 21, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital Amphitheater, recognizing over 100 people who completed free 8-week training programs between November 2024 and November 2025. Courses were offered across 7 communities and 1 fully online, covering small electronic repair, basic sewing, Canva and Photoshop design, financial literacy, beginner videography, digital devices repair, digital literacy, and public speaking and leadership, with weekly soft skills sessions included. Graduates are expected to apply their skills toward employment, entrepreneurship, or further training. The division continues to support youth empowerment through programs such as digital literacy and work readiness, heavy equipment and truck operations, and community-based leadership training. And finally, in local news, Rosalie Bay Distillery wins silver at Anthem Awards. Rosalie Bay Distillery, RBD, has been named a silver winner at the 5th Annual Anthem Awards in the Sustainability, Environment and Climate, Product, Innovation or Service, Nonprofit category. Winners are selected by the International Academy of Digital Arts and Sciences. RBD, the world's only conservation distillery, donates 100% of its earnings to local marine conservation. An initiative of Oceans Forward, the distillery produces award-winning ultra-premium craft rums in Rosalie, Dominica, while supporting sugarcane farming and distillery operations. Harold Geist of partner organization Domset Co. highlighted that RBD provides stable, long-term funding for conservation independent of tourism or grants with its slogan, Pour to Protect. Each bottle sold directly supports the protection of Dominica's ocean resources and coastal communities. And this wraps up local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next. And now for regional news this evening. OECS launches Regional Eye Health Project. The OECS Commission, with the Brenda Stafford Foundation and support from the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness, has launched the Regional Eye Health Strategic Plan project during the 11th Council of Ministers Health meeting. The project will assess regional eye care needs and develop an evidence-based strategy aligned with WHO standards to improve access, efficiency, and equity across member states. Grenada's Health Minister, Honorable Philip Telsford, called it a blueprint for action for vulnerable populations, while OECS Human and Social Division Head, Mrs. Cicera Simon, said it's provided a roadmap for measurable goals. 20 weeks of the Brenda Stafford Foundation reaffirmed the Foundation's long-standing support. Findings will be showcased at the Global Summit for Eye Health in 2026. Also, OECS advances climate priorities at Global Green Growth Week. The OECS, led by Director General Dr. Didacus Jules, concluded its mission to Global Green Growth Week 2025 in Seoul, promoting climate resilience, sustainable energy, innovation, and financing for Caribbean seeds. The delegation held high-level meetings on AI, sustainable energy, transport, carbon markets, and climate finance, including the Green Climate Fund, which confirmed OECS accreditation, has moved to stage 2, potentially allowing the Commission to manage up to $50 million for climate projects. Dr. Jules also highlighted the OECS use of AI to strengthen education, governance, and economic diversification. GGGI reaffirmed its commitment to supporting climate-smart development in the region. CARICOM heads of government from Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Grenada, and Guyana, along with CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett and leaders of the World Bank, IDB, and CAF, visited Jamaica today to assess the destruction caused by Hurricane Melissa. The mission highlighted the region's strong commitment to solidarity and recovery. The one-day visit covered the hardest-hit areas from Montego Bay to White House, Westmoreland. Leaders emphasized that their support is both symbolic and personal, noting that Caribbean nations have all faced similar disasters. Prime Minister Andrew Holness thanked the delegation, stating that Jamaica is grateful for the unity shown and will rebuild stronger through partnership. The visit was supported by CDMA and the Regional Security System, RSS. And that's all for regional news this evening. Stay tuned for international news coming up next.
Look yours, it's not just a game, it's our game. Dominica's very own jackpot, Match 5.
And now for international news this evening. Roblox to block kids from chatting with adult strangers. Yes, Roblox will soon stop children from chatting with unknown adults, introducing mandatory age verification for chat features. The rollout begins in December in Australia, New Zealand, and the Netherlands, and expands worldwide in January. The platform, which averaged over 80 million daily users in 2024, that's 40% under 13, has faced criticism and lawsuits in several US states over child safety risks. Roblox CEO Dave Baszucki has said the company worked hard on safety but urged parents to trust their instincts. If you're not comfortable, don't let your kids be on Roblox. The company says it will be the first major gaming platform to require facial age verification for chat. Chief Safety Officer Matt Kaufman claims the system can estimate ages within 1 to 2 years and is currently optional. At least 25 people were killed and about 80 injured after Russian drones and missiles struck residential buildings in Ternopil overnight. Ukrainian officials said 3 children were among the dead and around 25 people remain missing. Russia launched 476 drones and 48 missiles across Ukraine, damaging energy and transport infrastructure and triggering emergency power cuts in freezing conditions. Poland temporarily closed 2 southeastern airports and scrambled aircraft to protect its airspace. The attack coincided with President Volodymyr Zelensky's trip to Turkey for talks on reviving peace negotiations. He urged allies to increase sanctions on Russia and provide more air defense missiles. Explosions were also reported in Lviv, Kyiv, and Kyiv. Russia denied targeting civilians and said the strikes responded to Ukrainian attacks on Russian territory. And that concludes international news this evening. Stay tuned for the sports segment after this message. Welcome to the sports segment. Scotland qualifies for World Cup after 28 years. Scotland men's football team secured its first World Cup spot in nearly 3 decades with a 4-2 victory over Denmark at Hampden Park. The win ensured direct qualification for the 2026 tournament, avoiding the playoffs. The match featured dramatic moments, including Scott McTominay's overhead bicycle kick in the 3rd minute and a spectacular long-range goal from the halfway line. Lawrence Shackland also scored, with Denmark twice leveling before Scotland sealed the win. Fans from across the country celebrated the historic achievement. First, Minister John Sweeney praised the team's amazing spirited performance. Scotland will learn its group stage opponents on 5th December, reigniting its World Cup dream after nearly 30 years. The Isaiah Thomas Secondary and Pierre Charles Secondary squads battled to a 0-0 stalemate on Tuesday at Newton Savannah in the Sports Division Under-15 football competition. Both teams pushed hard in search of a decisive goal, with Pierre Charles Secondary producing the more threatening chances over the course of the game. They were unable to break through the defense of the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, and the game ended with no goals for either side. Northeast Comprehensive A delivered a dominant performance in the Under-16 Sports Division netball encounter in Marigot, defeating Northeast Comprehensive B by a commanding 34-4 margin. Catalina Bugunu led the charge with the impressive shooting, sinking 16 of her 26 attempts. She was well supported by Adhari Samuel and Ronica Edwards. For Northeast Comprehensive B, Kenisha James provided the team's only points, scoring 4 from 14 attempts. The Dominica Sports Division held a welcome home ceremony for the winners of the 2025 ECVA Under-23 men's volleyball competition. The men's national Under-23 volleyball team is back fresh off the historic win. Let's hear from the president of the Dominica Amateur Volleyball Association, DAVA, Mr. Albert Loblack.
Welcome back, and I just want to say a big congratulations all of you all for a job well done. It was really amazing and impressive. I mean, you have no idea what you did. First of all, winning gold. It's been a number of years since Dominica has won gold, and having gone through the tournament undefeated, that's a great feat. So we're really, really proud of you guys.
Trevor Shillingford of the Sports Division said that the players must be complimented for what they achieved on behalf of the nation.
But we could not allow the evening to pass by without showing you how proud that we are of what you have done for Dominica. And this is why we decided to give you the type of VIP treatment that we have given you this evening. And this is just the beginning, because we are very happy for what you all have done for Dominica. To go into a tournament as ending as champions is a very big deal. But to go into a tournament and to remain undefeated, it is even a bigger deal. And you guys must be complimented for that.
And that's all for the sports segment. Stay tuned for the weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service.
Attention all officers, OptiShop has cracked the case on all overpriced prescription eyeglasses and sunglasses. A major deal was uncovered and a 30% off discount is now available for all members of law enforcement to commence Police Week. Consider this your citation for savings. Visit OptiShop today to save.
And this brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast for the 19th of November 2025. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis. On behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This has been EmoNows News, every moment online. Good night.